Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Rage, and we are actually back today with a quick update video in regards to my Incursion raids, guys. So, actually, so far has still been working. So, I want to give you a quick update in regards to my teams as well as some updates in the game. But yeah, it's been good. The new Incursion raids have definitely been much harder. But thankfully, it does look like the majority of the old teams are still working, which is great to see, right? Obviously, taking the value, but the moment this Incursion raid does have a higher difficulty here in the future, we likely will need to pivot a bit, especially the mutant nodes. I've definitely noticed that the difficulty has really ramped up for us. Historically, in the past, we were getting close to 65 to 70% on the old Incursion 2.2, and now we are just shy of that 60%. We're like 57, 56. We're close, but I think everyone getting adjusted is really big. Now, guys, before we start talking about the raid teams that I have and the power levels that have been working, I just want to give you a quick reminder as well, because everyone else has been sharing it. But make sure you guys are taking advantage of this Ultimus Ultra Store. I mean, it's been huge. We got the update that the majority of these Superior 6 characters are now added, and it's amazing. We've never really seen a new character this quickly added into already an available reserve for us to purchase. As you can see here, over 900k of credits here that I can utilize, and you bet I'm going to be buying some of these Superior 6 Sinister 6 type of characters. Just awesome that they've been added, and this is a very recent release too, right? So just another great way to take advantage. Yes, it's costly for 5 shards, but what else are we going to be doing with these ultra credits, right? We're not exactly using them for the gear here anyways, until maybe in the future when they add some of the teal. But another notable mention as well with the ongoing event that we have, make sure you guys are going to the offers and actually buying these points here, utilizing the arena credits, right? This Sinister Snowstorm with the arena points, you need every point you can get, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that here. And also just a reminder to make sure you're going through the daily free claims, claiming that in the web store, and obviously the attacks and raids. Always good stuff adding to this milestone with the unlock here. Now, guys, having said that, let me just show you how we're doing now. If you recall with the Incursion raids, we start off with Mystic, followed by Tech, and then finally it's the Mutant section and the Bio section that's probably going to be the bottleneck for 80 to 90% of folks. So how it's working right now. So this is still able to get the job done, guys, surprisingly enough. I haven't had a chance to fully record some of the boss battles just because my alliance members are very much on it, but so far at least I can attest that these teams are still working, at least for the first couple of nodes, and then the boss nodes I haven't had a chance to try it again, but so far it's still doing pretty decent. I want to share this with you if you are investing in this team and looking to see which characters you may need to bring out. So first and foremost, with the Mystic section, Bifrost still doing really good with the 959k. I've noticed that the enemies we're up against are like 300-400k, so obviously there's a big power differential. More important in making sure that the right enemies are taking down. So my attack order has definitely changed. I'll make a video on that, guys, but I still want to capture the boss battle before I fully release that, so that way you have a conclusive picture of what works and what doesn't. But as you can see, Val still being the only gear tier 18. Everybody else at I believe gear tier 14 or 15, around that ballpark there, still getting the job done. So far I've tested nodes 1 and 2 are still beatable with this Bifrost team, with no one falling actually, which is great. With the tech nodes, this team as well, very similar to Bifrost with the Pegasus team, Kestrel being that core and engine, as you can see, really carrying the boatload of the team here. I noticed with this one, it definitely felt more impacted by the fact that Rescue needed to stay alive, so I did bring her up a gear tier level. So I believe everybody else here is gear tier 14, and then Rescue herself is 15 to give her that additional survivability, and that's what's really helped me push through. Again, similar to Bifrost, haven't had a chance to test it on the boss node, but nodes 1 and 2 are definitely completable with this team level, so great to see that there's still value, but probably gonna slowly build them up. But both Bifrost and Pegasus operate very well at lower levels, even in this new and revised Incursion 2.2. Now, mutant nodes, guys, this is where it gets really interesting, because we're seeing all these different variations of the X-TREME X-Men, and I'm also starting to build up my my Nightcrawler as well. But again, it's slowly but surely, always a work in progress. But so far, the same strategies still work. It's just the attack order for me personally has changed a bit because we want to make sure that Archangel is kicking in his effect with the passive and reducing the turn meters. So, you know, I'm definitely gonna have some footage on this as well, guys. But so far, node 1, this team right here with the 1.7 million, it's still getting the job done, thankfully. Obviously, Big Apocalypse is a boatload of that forefront and making sure he gets the right target down. Archangel using the passive turn meter rewinds. Nemesis, Dark Beast, Psylocke, all, you know, placing very important roles, but so far so good. You know, obviously it's nice that I do have both Nemesis and Archangel and Gear Tier 18, so it buys me a little bit more time. If there is another higher difficulty for these incursion raids, to be quite honest, I don't know if this team is going to get it done. It's already very tight as it is, and it's just the enemies we're up against are, you know, we're like hitting a truck. And they just do so much damage, and they're very, very strong as well with a high HP. So far though, I can still do the first 2 nodes one shot. It's the boss node that's extremely difficult. So this first team, 1.7 million, is what gets my node 1 done, and then the second node with Kang. Surprisingly enough, this lower level team does get it done even without Big Apocalypse himself. Really, what's the key of that is Magneto blinding, but you need to make sure that there's trauma so that way his blind actually sticks. And I've yet, you know, because we haven't passed by that 60% benchmark yet, I've yet to test out my bio team. This is a team that worked previously at 1.5 million with Super Scroll. I'll keep you guys posted. I haven't tried this yet in the new raids, but again, that's because our alliance is slowly pushing together towards that 60% mark. We're very, very close, so hopefully in the next raid or two, but again, with the holidays, obviously activity can fluctuate from here and there, especially with everyone taking some time off, but I'll definitely keep you guys up to date. So far, not too bad. So far, everyone's still holding up their value, but good to see that both these teams with the Bifrost and Pegasus still operating pretty good. Obviously, I think I'm probably gonna slowly build them up to the next gear tier, at least gear tier 15 for each of them, so that way there is gonna be a little bit of staying value, because we know higher difficulties, it can definitely be where the next revision is gonna be likely needed. So I'll keep you guys up to date, but do appreciate you all following along, and I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you as always, and catch you guys in the next one.